and welcome to the next Character Unlock E3 special. This one is the Bethesda episode of it.
At least try and sound interested in it.
No,
I
refuse. I hate Bethesda so much. I really wish I didn't stay up this late to talk about it.
I did say you didn't have to.
Yeah, it's true. I'm a glutton for punishment.
You are, and just for that I'm going to make you host this entire episode, and you're going to have to talk about everything now.
I do have to talk about everything. So yeah, as Brooker was the one live tweeting this episode, I get to host and talk about all things Bethesda. So obviously,
hey, I love Bethesda, and I still manage to get fucking snarky about them on Twitter.
Yeah, but I hate them, so I wish they just didn't exist.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So classic E3 startup with a montage showing off everything that it was. I actually quite liked how it ended with that same montage in reverse. I'll be honest.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty cool. Seeing it in reverse made you really realize. Actually, right at the start, they did show off everything that was, fresh and new that no one really knew about. But so what? The first game that we got was Rage 2.
Yep.
Which was already pretty obviously well known to be being announced.
Well, yeah, the Rage 2 got leaked a couple of weeks ago, didn't it?
Yeah.
Or a few weeks ago now, I think. And I've actually managed to get this far without seeing any of it. Not because I've not been purposely ignoring it. I've been busy and I keep forgetting to go looking at stuff for it. So actually, to spend a bit of time with it this time around, I was really impressed. Did you play the original Rage?
I think I did, but only for like an hour or so because
Rage fucking sucked.
Yeah.
It finished, and the problem was it took me I think like 12 hours to finish it, but the story only actually got going somewhere around hour 11. So you got an hour's worth of proper game.
Yeah.
But Rage 1 sucked, and no one asked for Rage 2. But actually, you know what? That looks fucking great.
Oh yeah.
It looks really good. It looks like they've taken all the stuff from Doom, all the feel of the guns, the big jumps, the speed, everything, and just they put it into Rage, and my god, it looks awesome.
It looked like it actually had a game to play. So, yeah, with all vehicles being drivable and the classic big motherfucking guns and grenades that manipulate gravity, that's typical Bethesda, really, for this type of game. Typical id. But it's just violence, screaming, guns, heavy metal, smash everything.
I'm alright with that. And it was introduced with Andrew WK on stage, which nobody at all that was there seemed impressed with at all.
No, they did not.
They all looked really angry at the fact that they were asked to sit down and watch Andrew WK sing. They're like, motherfuckers, you go home, I'll come and watch. Because I like Andrew WK and I like Bethesda games. So fuck you.
But it's been confirmed for a spring 2019 release.
Guaranteed it's going to be out on February 22nd along with every fucking thing else.
Yeah, probably. So from that we moved on to a card game from Elder Scrolls.
Oh, God, CCGs. I don't get CCGs. I don't understand them. I just... No. It's literally all I've got to say on any card game.
Yeah, I don't know. The number of Elder Scrolls spin-off games that were... And just in general, just loads of Elder Scrolls stuff that was announced during this presser was weird.
Yeah. Well, it's their big go-to, isn't it? Elder Scrolls and Fallout.
Yeah.
No matter what else happens, Bethesda can always fall back on Elder Scrolls and Fallout.
Oh yeah, if they need money, they'll just go, yeah, we'll release another Elder Scrolls of some kind.
But that's the thing for me. As much as I love Bethesda publishers as a publisher and some of their games, I don't play Elder Scrolls or Fallout. I don't like or have any interest in either of them. So I do tend to tune out of those and just go for the other games.
You're pretty much you go for the published games and ignore the developed ones by Bethesda.
Pretty much.
Yeah. ESO getting has Somerset out
Yep.
last week or something. And there's some more DLC coming out later this year. I
Yep.
think didn't they say there was something like every quarter there's new DLC?
I think every quarter they've been doing new DLC. So since it came out, every 3 months they've added something to it.
How does people have enough time to play anything else?
I
Because it's a
don't
fucking
know, mate.
MMO.
I don't
If
know.
they release content every 3 months, that's it. That's your life forever.
I ask the same questions about anybody that plays games like World of Warcraft. I don't understand or get it. I can't. I
But WoW expansions are like, I don't know, annual,
mm.
biannual. They're
But
not.
what I mean is, most World of Warcraft players I know or have met in the past just play nothing but World of Warcraft, like
True,
forever.
I suppose. It's important to have everything
Yeah.
multiple times.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's that little teaser for the next Doom game.
Mate, we get a new fucking Doom game.
I know.
I, words
That did
cannot express how excited I am for a new fucking Doom game.
that
Doom
teaser
from
did look a bit mental.
Doom from 2 years ago is such a great game. Like, it is such a great game on every level. If you just want a crappy run around and kill things game, Doom. If you want a game with actually quite a good in-depth story, Doom. You want massive amounts of lore that you can stop and read at every turn, Doom. Or if you want to just run around and fuck shit up, Doom. It is one of the greatest games I've ever played, and to get more of that, abso-fucking-lutely, I am so in on that.
So Doom Eternal.
Bring it
What
on.
was it? More enemies, bigger area, better story, more guns, more explosions, more
Yeah,
everything.
I'm fine with all of that, as long as they keep
Just
to the same feel we had with the last one. You know, more of what we had before, but bigger. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And as long as id are still making it, I assume they are. If id are still
yeah,
making it, absolutely. Mate, new Doom is absolutely. I'm so excited. It's 4:15 in the morning, which is why I don't sound excited, but fuck me am I excited for new Doom.
new Doom.
And it's not called Doom 2, which is good.
True. That's because Doom 2 already exists.
So does Doom.
Yes. They can't keep doing that, can they?
Well, no, and this is the thing God of War's going to have to fix in a couple of years when they do a sequel. They're going to have to call it God of War something, because it can't be God of War 2.
Yes, you're right. It'll have a subtitle.
Yeah.
But after Doom, we got. Oh no, what was they said? Oh, more information about Doom Eternal at QuakeCon.
Yes.
Because
yeah.
it's not like this entire day and conference was designed for releasing information about your own games.
Well, yeah, but it's QuakeCon. It it is the original big multiplayer event thing. QuakeCon's quite a big deal. It's like BlizzCon. You know, BlizzCon's a massive deal, and all the big stuff goes to BlizzCon instead of going elsewhere. I'm okay with it. I can't go to QuakeCon. I can't watch it live, but I'm sad that I'll probably miss any live announcements, but we'll get it quick enough.
Yeah. So, speaking of QuakeCon, Quake Champions was, I don't know, shown off because it's not like people didn't already know about it.
Yeah, well, Quake Champions has been around a couple of years now, and
Yeah.
it's not Quake.
I don't understand why it was shown off.
Because they're doing more stuff. They're trying to turn it into a proper ESL thing. That's fine if that's what you want to do, but it's not Quake. If you look at it, I never played a Quake game where I played as a dinosaur. Not once. And I'm pretty sure I've played all the Quakes.
Well, apparently you don't care enough about dinosaurs.
Apparently not.
Is it because it's Quake and not Turok?
Maybe. But
Yeah.
it's ESL. It's Quake does Unreal Tournament. it doesn't look like fun. And it's PC only, so I'm pretty limited to what I can play. But I'm not into Quake Champions. I would much rather, again, make a Quake game.
But Quake Champions is free.
Yes.
If you go to quake.com or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So, and I'm guessing you're a little bit happy about the next part with Prey.
Well, yeah, but I haven't finished fucking Prey yet.
Well, you see, now when you finish Prey, you've got a New Game Plus.
New Game Plus is good because Prey is one of those games like Dishonored, where you do all your abilities up and spend far too much time and energy trying to max out all of your upgrades. So proper New Game Plus on top of that is amazing. I can't fault them for that. What else did they do? Oh, they've done Moon Crash.
Yeah, Moon Crash.
I think it's called, so an actual like a DLC thing, but it's like a procedurally generated run through. So every time you die, it changes. I'm not sure that's what people have asked for. I'm not sure that's what people want. I'm not sure who asked for that, but I don't know. It depends. I don't remember because I don't think that one's going to be free, is it?
No, I don't think so.
If they charge me $5 for it, I might pick it up, give it a bash. But you know, if they're going to charge me £15, I probably won't bother.
Yeah, no.
But you know, we'll see. Any DLC coming to Prey, I think is good. I know it didn't sell as well as like Dishonored did. I know it wasn't received quite as well as Dishonored was. What I played of it was fun. I ended up. I didn't fall out of love with it. I didn't get bored. I just kind of moved on. And I've always been a bit gutted that I never finished it.
It wasn't as scary as it was originally advertised to be.
Oh no, because it had a couple of fun jump scares, but then you could see them coming a mile away after the first three. So
yeah, you always can guess what a mimic's going to try and look like.
yeah.
And finally, with Prey, there was a new game mode coming.
What was the new? Oh yeah, the
Typhon Hunter.
Typhon Hunter. That well, it sounds like Evolve.
Yeah.
That sounds quite scary, especially if the people playing Typhons can mimic. Because if they can literally hide in plain sight, like be a chalkboard or a dildo or something,
Or a cup.
Yeah.
Just start bouncing around.
Exactly. That could be really good. And like they announced a little bit later on that it's going to be in VR, which will be fucking terrifying. Because Prey, for any of its faults, it does have an atmosphere. And an atmosphere where you could, if you wore a VR helmet for, would be quite scary. I mean, not Resident Evil scary, but quite scary.
Yeah. So what did we get after Prey?
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein, Youngblood, isn't it?
But there were two announcements. So the first was by the end of this month, so 26th, 27th of this month, Wolfenstein 2 will be on the Switch.
Yep.
Which is excellent because everybody should play Wolfenstein and the Switch should absolutely get third-party support from everybody. And Bethesda seem to be, following through with that. Not like Ubisoft with the Wii U. And then you got Wolfenstein Youngblood, which is set
in the 1980s.
In the 1980s, still the same alternate reality, but now you can play in co-op as BJ Blazkowicz's twin daughters. Yeah, I'm okay with it.
It kind of makes it seem like it doesn't matter what they do with the Wolfenstein now because you just know that BJ doesn't really make that much of a difference.
I think that was always kind of the point of the games. But yeah, I think actually it's interesting because they had the prequel one for the last Wolfenstein, which obviously was the Old Blood.
Yeah.
Which was very good actually. I really liked the Old Blood, but changing it up a little bit for this, it looks like fun actually. I'll give it a shot. I might even make you give it a shot as well, even though you hate Bethesda.
Yes, whatever.
And also coming in VR.
Yeah. And yeah, What's the cyber pilot? I think
Yeah.
they're called.
Uh, so you play a hacker that takes over vehicles and makes them kill people. I don't get it, but it's Wolfenstein in VR.
Yep.
Pretty much all I need to know.
I'm gonna gloss over the Skyrim thing that they did because why?
Oh come on! That was because it is the ongoing joke, isn't it? What's Skyrim going to be out on next?
Yeah,
So actually, they've turned into Bethesda are the self-satirizing company. You can't take the piss out of a company that takes the piss out of itself that badly.
true.
So to have fucking Keenan, what's his face, trying to play Skyrim on an Amazon Echo and on the screen on his Samsung smart fridge, I was in fucking bits. I couldn't tweet about it. I was too busy fucking laughing. I thought that was great. And the was it Fuzz Rodai? It's the spell for knocking stuff over. Is there a spell for picking shit up?
Yep. Eat all the cheese. Eat all the wheels of cheese.
I thought it was fucking great. I was really impressed.
Yeah.
Then,
But
then there was the
then,
big surprise of the night, mate. We had no fucking idea this was coming, did we?
yeah, I mean, I can't believe I didn't see this coming. I mean, who in their right mind thought that they'd put out some more information about Fallout 76? I
They,
just,
I think they've fucked it a little bit, personally. And again, I understand that this is because I don't play Fallout and I don't have the attachment to Fallout that I do for, say, Doom. But to go to roll out all of this info, it's always online, but you can still play it on your own. But it's
yeah,
always online, and to have all of that, and then instantly have to come back with a load of, but don't worry, this will be okay, and this will be okay. To have to give explanations and answers and excuses as you tell us your features, I don't think is the right way to do it. But you got to evolve, I suppose.
it was the hilarious that was that when you die, you still keep your stuff, and it's like your progression stays with you. It's like, well,
Like every
that's
game that isn't
what
Dark Souls.
it's like. That's how games are.
Yeah, or at least that's how games should be.
Yeah. It's like when I die, I don't want to go right back to the fucking beginning every time.
Yeah. And that's it. This is what I thought. Before roguelikes and Dark Souls was a thing, that's just how games were. Why is this a? This isn't a feature. This is just
I,
games.
I suppose it's with Bethesda Games Works, whatever they would fucking call themselves. They're Elder Scrolls and Fallout games. When you die, you go back to your last save point,
Yeah.
which can be a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
Which I found out in the hard way many times when trying to get into it. It's one of the reasons why I've never really gotten into it. Enforcing manual saves at almost every opportunity, and you can't do it when you're in combat.
Yeah.
That's so I think I played a Fallout 3 one time a while back, and I got out of the vault, did a bit of wandering around, started off a couple of missions, almost completed a mission, died because I found an area that I was not leveled up for, and then got put back inside the vault. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm turning this off now
Yeah.
because I wasted, well, possibly like 4 hours straight back there. So, okay, keeping progression, good thing.
Yeah.
But for a fully online game, you kind of would have expected that. What are you
Yeah.
going to have a fully online game? You and all your mates, you've just spent ages doing a load of stuff. One of you dies and gets put back to when they last saved it yesterday.
I do wonder how they're gonna keep stuff online. If they're not keeping stuff on servers, where is your progression saved? If you're playing in an online game,
Well, they did later say that it's all server stuff.
but but it's the thing. I'm not I'm not a developer. I just have to kind of assume that they know what they're doing.
I'm guessing they just mean that it's you don't have to worry about instances.
Yeah, this is true.
So, because it's Fallout, it's going to have like 12 million people playing it on the first day, and they need to have small, low balanced servers because it's Fallout. It's set in a apocalypse.
Yeah.
You don't want to have 100 people on the map or 1,000 people on the map. You don't want to be bumping into people constantly in all of the, I don't know, towns, wherever people live.
Settlements?
Yeah, settlements.
Sounds like the right word.
You don't want to have a settlement that is literally full of people you can't fucking move. So yeah, keeping it to like, I think he said dozens.
Yeah.
So what are we looking at? Like maybe 24 player
Yeah,
servers?
Probably, yeah.
Well, 24 player servers is about the same as GTA Online.
Yeah. Can you nuke each other in GTA Online?
Actually, you have access to a satellite cannon now on GTA Online.
Because I do like the idea of nuking the entire world in Fallout.
Oh yeah, just like if you're getting fed up with someone and you and your friends just team up and go, here are all the nuclear launch codes. Let's go find a nuke, and then just launch it at someone who's been pissing you off for an hour.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. But there is a Fallout beta which is available to sign up for on the Bethesda website. So if
Assuming
it's
it
not,
works.
if the website's not currently broken, then apparently you can just go jump on that, have at it, play Fallout 76 and give it tested, and maybe we should be getting a Bethesda game released that isn't completely broken for the first time ever.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Did you see the collector's edition stuff that's coming with this?
Or the glow-in-the-dark map and the super-duper helmet.
Yeah.
Because everybody loves a super-duper helmet on their face.
And a glow-in-the-dark map. What was your reaction when you saw the glow-in-the-dark map?
Who gives a fuck?
Pretty much.
But that's my reaction to most collectible tat. That's not exclusive to Fallout. If someone tried to sell me a Killzone map, I'd look at it and go, no. What's the fucking point?
Like, here's a map of the Fallout area, and by the way, it glows in the dark because we all know you're in your mum's basement and you don't have the light on.
Why is it glow in the dark?
You have the glow of the TV.
What? It doesn't need to be glow in the dark.
The only time you would need... It's a glow-in-the-dark map. That's brilliant because it means you can look at it with the lights off. But let's be honest, that's going to be really annoying if you're trying to sleep.
Yeah.
And most glow-in-the-dark things only last for so long.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't...
Less than the length of one playthrough of the story mode.
Exactly. I do not get it. Each to their own, if that's what they want.
Yep. And Fallout is coming out on the 14th of November this year.
So just before Red Dead Redemption. So interesting.
Yep. It's good. Just drop that in. People are not going to be playing Red Dead Redemption. It's going to lose a bit of sale, I think.
Well, to be fair, it's good timing because it's the first. I think that's the first release date for a game announced this weekend so far. That's been the back end of this year as opposed to next year.
I think we got one game that was in October, but I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
I think. But it might have previously been announced, and it was just that they've finally given it this release date now. Yeah. And as I said on our pre-3 podcast, was that Fallout Shelter was going to Switch.
Yep.
But it's also going to PS4.
That is interesting.
I think it's for the touch pad on the front.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that'll work. But, fill your boots if you're into that thing. Absolutely have a go. I didn't play Fallout Shelter again. It's not my thing, but actually, I think on the Switch is a badass move. I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have that.
Oh, yeah. Especially with probably ending up with another Fallout game actually on Switch.
Yeah.
And then we went into a mobile game from Elder Scrolls. Another mobile game.
The Elder Scrolls Blades.
Yeah, Blades.
Which is
But
just... Well, it's an Elder Scrolls game in first person on phone that they spent far too long joking about the fact that you could play it in portrait mode.
yeah,
So you can play it one-handed.
yeah.
In case you want to touch yourself while you play the Elder Scrolls.
I don't.
It's never stopped an Elder Scrolls player before.
No, you just play. You just use the controller one-handed. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of people have the ability of doing that. But I don't quite understand because they said it's a mobile game, but then later on he said it's going to be on PC. I think he also said it was on console.
He said he'd like it on console, so it starts as a mobile game and then hopefully it will be on console. It'll be just a cut down freebie though, won't it?
Yeah, I can imagine it being on Switch, I guess,
Yeah.
because you've got the Joy-Con to do the slashy.
But if it runs half as good as it looked on that video, your phone is going to get fucking hot playing that.
Oh yeah, it's not just hot, but your battery's going to last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just single-handedly just killing phones now. That's all that they're doing with this.
But you know, it's free. But you can pre-order it.
Free is the best price.
Why do I need to pre-order it if it's free?
Reasons.
Exactly. Pre-order free stuff. Anybody that fucking pre-orders this should have their phone taken away from them.
Yeah. But we finally got one thing. One thing out of Bethesda that has not happened in what, 25 years? I think they said.
Yep.
Which is a new IP that's actually a new IP rather than going, oh yeah, we've got a new game coming, but it's just a reboot of an old franchise that we've decided to pick up.
Well, I mean, I assume, and I can only assume this, that what they mean is Bethesda Game Studios have a new IP.
Yeah.
Because Bethesda, the publisher, had Dishonored 4 years ago.
Exactly.
5 years ago. That was a new IP.
So, yeah, Bethesda are making
Mass
rather
Effect.
than just, yeah. It's kind of what it did seem like. That they were just going, oh yeah, we'll go for the... It's probably just going to end up being another first-person everything game.
You know what? If they can fill the hole that Andromeda seemed to leave, that's a pretty decent game to make.
Yeah. I mean, I'm more inclined to going for it, assuming it ends up being relatively interesting, because I do like a good space game.
Yeah.
But it's a Bethesda game work, so it's probably going to have all of the same faults that every Elder Scrolls and Fallout game has had to me, which is that they are quite boring.
Yeah. You know Doom's set on Mars, right?
Yes, but I don't really... Shut up. Yeah. You bought me Doom. So,
I know.
yeah,
now you have to fucking play it.
Yes, whatever. It'll happen eventually.
I'll buy you the fucking sequel as well. Whether or not you played the first one. I'm just going to keep throwing copies of Doom at you until you play it.
On launch, just like buy 2 copies for yourself and just like post one through my letterbox.
Absolutely.
But that was a little teaser.
Oh,
about
dude, this is the ultimate troll. It really is. And the second it finished, Bethesda tweeted, "Here's our teaser video." It's not a video, it's a fucking GIF. It's 4 seconds long, and all you did was add I to the end of the Elder Scrolls 5.
Yeah. So this doesn't even have a name yet. There's no region. You had essentially just a CGI short.
Just a countryside.
Yeah.
There's just a few hills and some clouds.
Yep.
And it said the Elder Scrolls 6. And
exactly.
that was it.
And people stood up. It got a standing ovation. I don't fucking get it.
I don't know. It's the Elder Scrolls, mate. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you. It's the Elder Scrolls. People flip for that shit. I do not get it.
I just I don't I don't understand a lot of people like in the world, but the people who stood up to give that game a standing ovation for that short GIF
Yep.
with I just they announced a game. They literally could have just didn't even need to do the GIF. They could have just put Elder Scrolls 6 up in writing on the wall that was behind that dude's head.
Yep.
That was essentially all they did. But
Yeah.
this is why that's the main reason I don't like Bethesda, is because people will just do that for nothing.
Well, yeah, I do get it. I do, and I know I spend far too much of my time defending Bethesda to you, but people do that to every game developer and every game publisher. FIFA gets a standing ovation every fucking year. It's the same game.
Yeah.
But no, I do get it. I do know what you mean. And I refused to play Bethesda games for ages, mainly because every game that the publisher pushed out was just a buggy fucking mess. But I kind of forgave them in the end because, well, for one, every company now pushes out games that are a buggy fucking mess. You know,
Yep.
I still buy almost every Ubisoft game that comes out. They're not worth playing until they've been out a year, but I still give them my money. You know,
Yeah.
if I can do that to Ubisoft, why can't I do that to Bethesda, who, to be fair to them, for the most part, the last few games of theirs I bought have worked pretty well day one.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, the last couple have been Dishonored, Doom, Prey.
yeah, they've worked well. They've told interesting stories. I've had no issues with anything that's come out of Bethesda. Obviously, Fallout and Elder Scrolls aside, because I just don't play those, and I understand that a lot of people that have beef with Bethesda, it's because of games like Fallout and Elder Scrolls just being buggy fucking nightmares. And I don't know what to tell you. I just don't, because I don't play them. I don't care. The games of theirs I play, they're usually all right. But no, I thought it was a good conference overall, mate.
Yep.
I'm so excited for new Doom. New Doom is going to be amazing. That's for me over anything else that I've seen so far this weekend. That's time off work. That's beer and pizza and just me and the fucking TV for 2 or 3 days while I just play Doom constantly. I'm the motherfucker that sat there and enjoyed the multiplayer for New Doom when no one else seemed to. There was like 4 of us online ever. But it felt like Unreal Tournament. It felt like old Unreal Tournament. Didn't feel like Doom. It felt nothing like Doom multiplayer, but it felt like old Unreal Tournament, and it was fucking awesome. Yeah, I can't. New Doom. That's my game to beat now for this E3.
Yeah. The game to beat for you is New Doom.
New Doom and then Seas of Solitude.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about Bethesda's conference?
I thought they did great. I've learned to tune out Elder Scrolls and Fallout because I have to do it every year. This is only like their 3rd year doing a conference. But they're big names. I have to ignore them. That's fine. But everything else, I thought they did great. I thought they had interesting stuff. They had obviously New Doom. They had Prey stuff. They had Wolfenstein stuff. All these games that they have and they're still supporting. They're not just handing them off to you and moving on. I think they did great. I'm assuming you just couldn't care less.
No, I couldn't care less.
Fair enough.
For any of the stuff that happened, I've got no interest in any of it, but I will appreciate that there's a lot of people out there who are quite happy with what was announced because they did pretty much everything right. All of the games that they've got out there on the market now are still being supported and have updates, or there is a new version of that game.
Yep.
So that's something that a lot of companies haven't done or can't do. maybe they claim their library's too big, or I don't know, they're just EA and they just do everything shit anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, couldn't care less. Now, I just looked out the window and noticed that the sun's quite firmly in the sky, so going to sleep in is going to be quite interesting.
It's daytime, mate. It's 4:45 in the morning. It's 4:45 in the morning. We're up podcasting.
Yep. I might as well not bother going to bed now.
Well, I'm going to edit this, I'm going to walk the dog, and I'm going to go and get a couple of hours skip, and then I'm going to see Deadpool.
Nice.
I've already booked my tickets for Deadpool today.
So that's the end of the Bethesda E3 showcase and podcast of. You can catch us again next time, which would be what?
Square.
Is it Square or is it Ubisoft?
No, 6 o'clock tomorrow, or 6 o'clock this evening, is Square.
Cool.
Then Ubisoft at 9 and Sony at 2 a.m.
So yeah, we're going to be doing this 3 more times
tomorrow, and then
tonight.
Tuesday evening is Nintendo.
Yeah. Pray for us.
Yeah. 7 podcasts in 3 days.
Fantastic.
Yep.
So, say goodbye, Brooks.
Goodbye, Brooks.
Goodbye, all.